How many have been feeling like something is about to change? Something dramatic, something epic, and something much needed in today's society and in our current lives. This is exactly what October 2022 is all about. We've got lots of big news, lots of big surprises, and lots of big alignments coming into play that are going to affect our life, not just for now, but potentially for the long term as well. And it's these long-term changes that we all come into contact with that are going to allow us the confidence and the freedom to step forward into our truest life mission. The one question I have is, do you feel safe? Have you cultivated that security within yourself in order to handle all these abrupt changes and in order to be prepared for the new life and the new world to come? Today's video, we're going to be going in depth into October 2022 and all of the astrology to come. I hope you're ready. It's going to be a wild ride. Let's get into it. What's going on, guys? Welcome and welcome back to my channel. My name is Brandon Tobias. I'm a professional astrologer, intuitive guide, and psychic medium, and I'm here to help align you to your truest soul path and your deepest soul mission by using the power of the esoteric sciences and astrology. If you like content just like this, be sure to hit that subscribe button and hit that like button because it really helps the YouTube algorithm to find more people so we can find and build our soul tribe. All right, let's get into the astrology for October 2022 and see what's going on. Right off the bat, okay, let's just start things off in a wild way. Obviously, we have the solar eclipse happening in Scorpio here on the 25th. Okay, October, we are well into, well, not well into, but we're into Scorpio season, as you can see. The sun here is now into Scorpio. Now, a solar eclipse occurs when the sun is within 18 degrees of one of the nodes of the moon in astrology. And solar eclipses are generally big, drastic, and or imminently needed change that's going to occur, kind of like a kick in the butt to move forward into something that's been building up for a long time, at least 6 months, if not more. And I have a feeling this particular solar eclipse happening on the 25th is going to blow all of our socks out of the water. And let me show you why. Plot of fortune here is conjunct the ascendant in the collective astrology. Of course, you can see October 25th here. We've got that opposing Chiron, okay? I got that opposing Chiron. We've got Venus here, 222 conjunct Sun and the Moon during the solar eclipse. And then we've got Uranus conjunct the North Node here as well, all at the same time, making a sextile to Lilith and Pallas and the MC. Wow. So it's like this big collective shift from what I can really feel that's going to put more of a focus on your individual talents, okay, your individual necessities, all right, and what you need to be fulfilled moving forward. It's going to put an emphasis on those layers of ourselves, okay. This is the time where if you haven't discovered fully maybe what you're here to do or who you are on a soul level, that's going to be coming up very relevantly. It's almost like what I'm getting is there's going to be an opportunity to really feel like you have a chance to actually align with that purpose more so than ever. Like there's a new fresh start, or there's a new fresh opportunity for you to go into that field, to have a great awakening and a surgence, right? A resurgence or a surgence into that field, into that given field, and that new field, maybe, yeah, that new fresh start. I don't know why I keep just getting, the guys are saying opportunity, opportunity, opportunity. Things are opening up, right? Which always means whenever there's opportunity, there's a loss also, right, of some sort. This feels like kind of a drastic falling off the edge of some sort. So I do feel, unfortunately, right, that for some people, it's going to represent that their opportunity to shine is kind of going away or going down deep. And there's a whole new wave of individuals, right, that are hopefully watching this video that are going to get an opportunity to shine in needed or necessary areas where their leadership can come forth. And these are the individuals that have been practicing being genuine and authentic within their hearts, within their souls, and have been consistently plugging forward, consistently having faith, and consistently working hard towards their given goals and direction. Not to say that these individuals, us, have been perfect, but we've been trying to go towards that given destination. And that's what matters really in terms of fate, in terms of astrology, in terms of the philosophies of spirituality, is are you trying to make a difference and move forward and be genuine as you do it? Are you genuinely trying every day to get more in alignment with yourself so you can have a more genuine impact on other people? You may fail and make mistakes along the way, but as long as you keep trying, eventually there will be an opportunity. And what I see here is a big opportunity on the 25th of October 2022 during this new moon. So if there's been something you've been putting off, right? Putting off, not yet, or I'm not really ready yet, it's going to be like, well, you're ready now. Hope you're ready to jump in, okay? On this new moon in particular. Now we've got Cupido with Mercury here in Libra, making a difficult alignment here to Lilith and Pallas. So this is where I'm talking about this, there's parts of the collective, parts of individuals perhaps, or parts of society as well. All three can be mirrored here in this explanation, that are really going to have a tough awakening or a tough time. Right? It's almost like some people who've been maybe overly dependent on parts of themselves, parts of their ego, or parts of an old system of corruption that's really just going to be turned off or deactivated is what I feel, right? Some old system or parts of society just flipping a switch, being deactivated, and a whole other opportunity, a whole other wave, right, going to be reactivated or activated for the first time. Focused around, again, individual creativity, individuality, expression, all right, genuine, authentic expression, and leadership as well. There's really an emphasis on leadership. Pallas here in Cancer in the, I was going to say in the 10th, but it is 9 degrees from the MC, which could represent the 10th house for some people, is an asteroid of leadership, of strong warlike leadership moving forward in a new direction. So there's going to be new leaders created around this day. I would guarantee that there's going to be new leaders coming up, being seen, being recognized in their given fields, in your respective fields, to provide, okay, to provide yourself, basically, to provide yourself for service. Mars and Gemini here making a trine as well to Cupido and Mercury, also making a square over to Jupiter. Yes, weak square. No, sorry, Neptune. Sorry, Mars and Gemini making that square to Neptune. Okay, 2 degrees away. Yeah, Mars and Gemini and Neptune and Pisces here. So this is more about, this theme is more about an illusion, okay, and any sort of dream or illusion that's been painted. Anything that's not really based in truth or based in authenticity or based in realness, right? Some picture that's been painted by other people, generally speaking, in society or society itself or the leaders of society currently, that's going to fall away, okay? Anything not based in truth. That's really the strong energy I feel with Mars here in Gemini, making that square to Pisces and Neptune. It's not a comfortable time for those of us, those of the people living in some sort of illusion. Whether on purpose, consciously, or unconsciously, it's going to be a bit uncomfortable. It's going to scrape on through and open up the truth of the matter. And really, it's just going to fall flat on its face. Anything that's based in illusion is going to like fall flat on its face here during this new moon, especially. Okay, culminating or beginning with this new moon, right? So it's like those people who have been painting that picture, those people who have been profiting off of painting that picture to others of something that's based in falsity, scarcity, fear, illusion is going to be seen through. That's what I see here, right? Collectively within society, and it's going to be a change. It's going to be a big change to say, we're not going to take that anymore, that lack of transparency, that lack of upfrontness, right? We are going to demand truth. We're going to demand being upright and true within yourself. And if you don't know how to do that, you got to learn. And that's a long journey over there, right? We've been going on that journey for a long time. Now it's time for you to go on that personal development / spiritual journey, dare I say, healing journey, and now we are going to take your place as the leaders, right? The people who have maybe the resources or the power in a good way, and the influence in society, right? So really, it's a power grab of the people, right? A power grab of the people for the earth, to the earth at this time. Something that might begin a bit of a struggle or a bit of a, a conflict, dare I say, between the people and between the people who formerly led the people and the earth. That's what I really see here on the 25th, right? People talk about the Great Awakening, right? But so far, the Great Awakening has been it's been a bit, I would say, on the silent front. Yeah, it's been like in our own hearts, in our own minds. We've all been silently awakening to different truths within ourselves or within society. And now, for the first time, this is the beginning of the awakening, but the action around awakening. So we're awake, and now we have the opportunity to take action in correspondence, right, in alignment with those realizations, that healing, that awakening we've had internally. So if you guys are familiar with tarot, the card of the hermit, where we've been kind of huddled into our own worlds and going through our own healing and awakening, and we've had these realizations of things we wanted to say or do, or truth we've known, but we haven't really had an opportunity to bring it out to the people or to actually change things with that knowledge. That's all about to change come the 25th of October. Sorry for the transition here. All right, so let us go back. That was kind of this sneak, exciting peek here of the solar eclipse coming up on the 25th, partial solar eclipse. But let us start here at the beginning of October and really the end of September, and just look at some of the major themes going on. So obviously, where we're kind of at, depending on when you watch this video, is we're just at the beginning of Libra season, right? Which is essentially kind of the calm before the storm, I would say, before things get pretty intense, by the end of the month. Like, there's a lot of intense energy. Just want to put that out there in October, especially during the later parts of October. So things may seem calm on the Western front, or they may seem a little calm before the storm, and that might persist a little bit into the month of October. But then it's like a switch is going to be flipped, right? And things are going to erupt in a positive way, but kind of a chaotic way as well. Sometimes chaos is good. Okay, don't tell Professor Chaos I said that, from Austin Powers. Corny joke. But that's what I see here. So I see kind of a preparation period, or a period of tension leading up to this kind of grand solar eclipse happening here. We've got Venus here, which is very, very happy in Libra. Obviously, it rules Libra. Venus and the Sun kind of chilling, doing their thing here as we progress, okay, into October. It is making the Sun will make an opposition to Chiron here, exact on the 7th of October. So that'll be kind of a interesting day. I really feel that there's kind of like a self-made or self-created ultimatum here with Chiron and the Sun, and there's Cupido here in the mix as well. I'll explain that in a second. Venus is also here. It's kind of an ultimatum of sorts, right? And that ultimatum goes like this. It's like, given what we've been through, given what you've been through as a soul, as a human being here on this planet, are you going to continue to live by this particular set of beliefs that are not serving you in a certain way, or this particular maybe subconscious traumatic wound that's living inside of you that's coming out, right? Are you going to choose to continue to live by that? You're well aware of it by now, whatever that is for you, whether it's childhood healing from one of your parents, or a last relationship, or all of the things that have been coming up during the last Mercury retrograde, depending on, again, we're still in it at the time of this filming. But you're going to have a big opportunity to choose, because there's no more excuses, right? You are aware of that now. And the choice coming up on that particular day, okay, on the 7th of October, opposing Chiron here, in a somewhat friendly and organized way, right, as spiritually or emotionally, is going to say, well, here's what you've been dealing with. Are you going to choose to continue to live by that? Or are you going to choose something that maybe is a little harder to swallow or to kind of accept about yourself, but really you can integrate it in, and so you can be more empowered moving forward, and we'd really prefer you do that, but you can always choose to live by the wounds. And, that's people's choices, but there's going to be a bit of a choice point there for sure on the 7th of October, and not everyone will choose, but that's okay. I want you guys to think of this as the universe's way of filtering out those people or those light workers or those people here to really shift or impact the world, filtering out those people who are not really truly committed to that and are more so just here to kind of go through the experience of living on Earth, which is nothing wrong with that at all. There's nothing wrong with that. Or people who are just kind of stuck in their ways, or they find that they feel more empowered when they're stuck in their wounds. That's okay too, right? No judgment on those people. But this is the universe's way of filtering out those people who aren't really here to make an impact for the world by giving us these opportunities to choose. So just remember that that's going to be, from what I can feel and see, definitely a day of choice for the collective. Okay. All right, moving along here. So let's move forward to the next few days. And this is beautiful. Beautiful. I mean, this is where things start to get energetically, I would say, pretty intense in a good way, right? Pretty intense in a good way. And I've got my eye over here, okay, on all these planets, and but what can you consider a major stellium here? Okay, so let's just see when it really starts when the moon comes in here. We've got the plot of fortune coming in here as well. Vertex point is in here. I mean, Neptune, the descendant. So let me just look at, October 9th is really standing out to me. October 9th and October 10th. Okay, especially October 9th because the moon comes and hits Chiron, essentially. And sun is still opposing about 2 degrees separating here. Okay, but moon comes in and kind of, all right, here's the deal, right? Here's where we're going. And moon's in Aries here as it hits Chiron. Vertex is coming in here as well, plot of fortune. So remember that opportunity earlier in the video when I said on the 25th there's going to be a big switch turned on, shift to, and opportunity really for some people who are ready to really step into that state of leadership within their given field, within the opportunity that's presented to themselves. That gets awakened, all right, earlier in the month around this time. October 9th, 10th, and 11th is what I feel. All right, that gets awakened, meaning that, comes really clearly into vision, all right, into our emotional awareness, our mental awareness as well. And it's something that we're made aware of from spirit, from source, from our own souls. That carries with it some tremendous opportunity. I'm talking within society, okay? Within society, physically, fiscally, right, around money. That's going to be starting to ramp up here. Plot of fortune, Jupiter is here, moon is here, right? So this is not all doom and gloom. This is really exciting stuff. Okay, as the moon starts to move away, it's going to hit the north node on the 11th and 12th in Taurus. Okay, so beautiful. Venus is now exactly conjunct Cupido. I promised I would talk about Cupido. Cupido is a planet where it's, it's a little mysterious, but I'll kind of speak to it. It's like this magnetic or sexual attraction, or this part of yourself that's able to really magnetically allure or draw different parts in to you. Now, it can be good or bad, obviously, depending on the type of energy, but it's almost like a Libran energy, but it's more dark, more seductive, right? It's more like sexual, like I'm going to use my sexual energy to draw this person in, or draw this thing in, or kind of charm my way through this, right? That's my take on Cupido, at least. And Libra with Venus here, okay? And the sun. So, I would say this to me looks very positive in that if you are feeling this empowerment at this time, right? Not everyone will be feeling fully empowered, but let me just say to those who will be feeling the moon's empowerment because they've decided not to live in their wounds, or they've decided to pursue their heart's path, no matter how difficult it may have been for them. And I know, just trust me when I say, if you are pursuing your heart's path, your soul's path, things probably have been a little difficult for you, myself included. Okay, it has all been a universal test to help us get through and really master our abilities of faith, and individual empowerment, right, and creativity and resourcefulness to make it through these times, right? So if you're following your heart path, let us know in the comments. And it's been challenging, but for those people, you should feel really empowered here. And with this Cupido and Venus, right, this is like I'm on top of the world energy. I can attract in, magnetize, and really go for whatever I want because I've got this energy that just is able to open doors for me, right? I've got this energy of charm and this energy of magnetism, this unstoppable energy that's allowing me to go and do whatever I'd like to do in a positive way, right? And this isn't like dark manipulation, or don't use it in that way. Obviously, I don't recommend that. But if you're using it in a positive way, and let's say you're going for a job interview, or let's say you're working with a client or something like that, you can use this energy to your advantage and just know, right, that things are likely going to go your way because you have a very empowered ability right now to have people enjoy you, or have people want to be nearby you, or have people want to say yes to you, essentially, okay? So very empowered. So this is where, again, around this time, the opportunities for this individual empowerment are going to be coming online very strongly, okay? Especially as the moon crosses over North Node and Uranus here after this whole roundup here, all these planets. Moving forward here past that particular point, nice. Look at this, okay? Sun and Venus and Cupido, right? All aligned here, 1, 2, 3, making this trine to Vesta and Saturn. That's great. I believe this is a grand trine as well. Yep. So look at that, grand trine to Mars, Saturn, Vesta, and Venus and the Sun here. And we might have a second one as well, actually. It's probably actually a stronger one. So with the moon here, moon to Saturn to Venus. So it's an air sign trine. So beautiful. So this is pretty much the turning point, right? 14th and 15th. Speaking to this air sign trine. Those of you guys, learning astrology. I'm still learning myself, obviously, as you can probably see. But that air or the trine, right, is a very harmonious, fluid, and very easy, right? Ease of movement and quickly moving forward without much roadblocks, without much resistance. So things kind of just move forward, right? So that's a lot of good fortune. Now with that in air signs, okay, that means that creativity or ideas or your own unique creations or inventions, okay, and that inventions can be mental as well as physical, are going to be on the rise and really able to be showcased or highlighted here, right? There's a very great opportunity to really step into that uniqueness, that which you can create for the world, and be rewarded for that as well, okay? So for any, I would say, just for those of you guys wondering about when to move forward and to step into new opportunities and to sign contracts, right? This is a fantastic time. Or if you're looking to launch something, or if you have an idea you've been kind of working on and you're waiting to kind of put it out there, the 13th, 14th, 15th, 16th, 17th is like a great middle of the month time to get that going, or to at least get things moving, or to use it to create something, right? Use it to create something that maybe is going to be showcased later on in the month as we hit the solar eclipse, which, by the way, that solar eclipse, it's more of a butt kicker, so I wouldn't wait to launch until then. But if you haven't launched by then, you're probably going to be launching whatever it is you've been waiting on to launch. All right, and then moving into the 19th, 20th, 21st here. Okay, so be sure to hit that. I mean, that Mars and Gemini is just beautiful. I love Mars and Gemini energy. It's just an awesome combination, air and fire. All right, so there we go. So I knew I stopped here for a reason. So the 23rd here is when the sun, okay, moves into Scorpio. End of Libra season, beginning of Scorpio season. By the way, 22nd will be significant for sure. I did go over this in my latest live stream, by the way, in depth, and I made some pretty bold predictions, so definitely check that out. It'll be linked at the end of this video if you want to see it, my latest live stream on the new moon. But at the end, I go into predictions, and 22nd here, I forgot what I talk about. I kind of get into trance sometimes, but whenever there's the last day of a season here, or last day of a sign, there's some significant movement here. Just so happens on last day of Libra season, the 22nd, we have the plot of fortune conjunct the south node, sun moving into Scorpio here. What else do we got? I love looking at these major points. Moon is conjunct the ascendant, the collective ascendant here. Okay. Opposing Chiron and Aries. Wow. Yeah, this is like leap of faith energy right here, guys. This is like leap of faith energy, and really just seeing things for what they are. Okay, I feel like there's going to be a period just before the solar eclipse where we see things clearly, so clearly without a doubt that almost like preemanates, right? Pre or sets up the solar eclipse to be like. And that's when we're like, yes, we got to do this. Like it's time. We got to do this. No more holding back. No more playing it safe. This is the truth of the matter. And this is how things need to be. This is how things can be. Moving forward, I'm going to rise at this current moment. I'm going to rise. Ironic because the sun moves into Scorpio, which is about going deep. But I really feel you're standing on that depth of character. Okay. That's really the whole crux of the matter, especially in the Scorpio season, especially this year, is up until this time, it's been a lot of character building, right? I'm sure you might agree with me is that most of this year, you've been going through some times that have just really built your character up strong, really tested a lot of your perseverance or tested a lot of your qualities, or maybe even you've discovered a lot of the qualities you had inside of you that would, later be very useful for yourself or for the world. Well, when that sun moves into Scorpio, okay, and we see things for what they are really clearly, we see things how they are very clearly. There's just a bright light shined on everything, the truth of everything, as soon as it comes into Scorpio. Now it's time, the sun, you can imagine the sun standing on the depth of who we are, Scorpio, the depth of the truth of who we are, the depth of character. And so everything that you have spent time, effort, energy, and love building inside of yourself, your true, authentic way of being and character, that's when it's going to get the chance to really shine. And you're going to get a chance to really show the world and the people around you what you've been building and cultivating within yourself that's going to really blow people away. And again, set you up to start to really take control, take power in a positive way, in a leadership-oriented way, in society, in your own life after the 25th. So very, very, very exciting times here guys. We obviously already went through the solar eclipse here, pretty detailed, but let's just hit the end of the month here, and then we'll kind of preview November just a little bit before we close out. So let's October 28th, 27th here. Let's see. Okay. So moon is coming into Sagittarius here, making a trine to Chiron. Sun is still with Venus, which is still somewhat near the south node. Good. Moon hits another trine, grand trine, Earth trine, to finish October out. What a beautiful way to finish. I told you guys the end of October will be some really exciting stuff. Mercury also comes into Scorpio here. Okay, 1 degree Scorpio. Vertex joins the mix, right, on the 30th here with Uranus in the North Node. Absolutely beautiful. And then we've got this Uranus and Jupiter action, which I believe Jupiter was, yeah, there we go. So Jupiter moves into Pisces by the end of the month, October. That's pretty big, actually. By October 28th, That's pretty big. Jupiter comes back. It's in retrograde into Pisces to join Uranus. Okay. Uranus is also in retrograde, by the way. I mean, goodness gracious! This is like a time machine. I almost feel like a time capsule. Like, I don't know why I feel like this, but it's almost like things or themes from our past collectively and individually are gonna make a comeback in a strong way. And they're going to like show us very important lessons or themes about the way things used to be, like traditional ways of being. Could be with men and women, could be within society, generally could be about old movies. For some reason, I keep seeing like Indiana Jones, one of my old favorite childhood movies. And just like society kind of re-embracing those older, more traditional themes, right? Like a travel through time, like going, well, things used to be pretty good back then. Why don't we readopt some of those values and bring them back into 2022? Because, you know, there was no reason to really disregard those. Those are timeless values. At the same time, right, Moon is in Capricorn, now opposing Lilith in the plot of fortune by the end of October in the IC here. And really what I feel this ending of this month, right, is just, there's like a bit of flabbergasted energetically, like people are like, whoa, what just happened kind of thing. And we're really kind of just digging in. That's what it's like. I get this image or this feeling of like, we're just digging into, whoops, sorry to show you guys my desktop. We're digging in our heels, right? Or literally like digging into the earth, like metaphorically, and literally, I guess, hopefully not literally, in order to kind of root ourselves in these newer / older traditional values. But really, I just feel we're kind of recovering, or we're kind of taking a second to just breathe from everything that occurred late in October. Collectively, it's going to be kind of a big deal. And I don't say that lightly, right? That looks like a pretty big event to me. So I'm not sure exactly what's going to happen there, but I feel a few days to recuperate there before digging in our heels, kind of grounding ourselves, kind of reestablishing our roots into society, and really just, you know, getting ready and kind of figuring out what's next, right? That's kind of the feeling at the end of October. Is like, okay, this whole thing happened. Not really sure where to go from here. Maybe we should start with these older values and let's see where they can bring us at this moment in time, and see how they can improve our lives. But not a lot of action, right? Moving forward from there, it's kind of just digging in our heels, and then I'm sure in November there's going to be some. We'll have to see in the November forecast what happens then. But anyways, this video has already gone pretty long. It was pretty comprehensive. I did not plan on going this long. So I really appreciate you watching. Now, I do want to say, if you want a personal reading, I do offer those now at a discount for a personal soul purpose / channeled reading. If you guys enjoy the way that I channel astrology, I am an intuitive guide and medium, so I channel at the same time I do astrology, and I always do it in accordance with your soul. I get to answer 3 questions of yours, or just do a channeled general soul purpose astrology reading. And so if you want one of those, link is in the description box. It is a pre-recorded 30-minute video. I go into lots and lots of detail. I channel your guides, and that is on sale right now for only $250. So if you're interested in that, check the description box in the description box below. Check the description box in the description box below. Yeah, check the description box. If you want to sign up for group coaching, I now have a private community and weekly live group coaching sessions where I teach you how to be in touch with your true self, how to heal, and how to find your true direction in life for only $33.33 a month for a limited time only. Of course, description box below. And finally, if there's anything you guys would like to share or put into this reading, I really appreciate you guys sharing in the comments, sharing the video for people you think would need to hear this or would want to be interested in hearing this. And if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe, hit that like button, and I will definitely see you for the November forecast. There's lots of other content coming just like this, so please stay tuned. and I can't wait to be a part of it with all of you. So thanks so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye for now. Thanks so much for watching this content. I hope you got a lot out of it, and if you want to go deeper on your spiritual journey and find out how you can align with your true soul purpose to create more health, wealth, and true love in your life, check out one of these videos on either side, and be sure to hit subscribe so you can join the soul family and never miss another video. If you want a personal reading or a session with me, you can check those out at brandontobias.com. And thanks so much again for watching. I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye for now.